Monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making these adorable little cutesy little cards. Also another stamp by Mama Elephant. And this one is of these little puppies that are hugging, looking over a hill to the sky. How adorable are these? Look at the clouds. They're plaid. And then it says, someone loves you. Somebody loves you. Pero mira que tan cute, ¿verdad? Yes. So that's what we're going to be making today in this fabulous tutorial. So I know you guys want to get down and dirty with the little crafting. So let's get down to business and I will see you in a bit.
Hola, hola, my little crafty monsters. So in this fabulous tutorial, we are going to be using another Mama Elephant stamp set that I just purchased. Some Lawn Fawn cloud frame dies, and then also the cloud dies, and then some Lawn Fawn stitch hills. Also, these are the card bases that we're going to be using. And the card bases. So let's start off by stamping the sentiment in the inside of our card bases, which is just going to say, "Be my Valentines," because I think that's the cute little sentiment to put in here. And just so you guys know, this is the last of our Valentine's Day cards. This is the last card, guys. So, because it's our last card, I felt that I would make it a really cute card. So let's get some mixed media paper and let's go ahead and stamp these little bad boys on there. We're going to stamp these twice because we are going to be making 2 of these little bad boys. So stamp them twice, and then we're going to go ahead and cut them out with the coordinating dies that come with this stamp set. The reason why I love using this stamping tool is because if you don't get a really good stamp the first time, you could always re-stamp it to darken those lines. And so that's what we're doing here. We're just going to go ahead and stamp these little characters because these are the main focal focus on these little cards. I think these are so cute. The 2 little puppies that are just like holding and looking over. Like that's... You can make so many little sceneries with this. You can make them looking over a night star sky, a sunset, just looking over a little town or something. Like, these are so cute. I really like them. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tombow watercolor markers, and we're going to go ahead and color these little bad boys with some browns. And it's going to look like they're both going to be the same exact puppy. Like they're going to be identical, but I do darken the ears and the little tail on one of them just to make them a little bit more distinct. It's a little different puppy. And so that's what we're going to do here. So we're just going to go ahead and use some water because I don't want to use the color directly. I want to go ahead and pick up that color and I want to lighten it with the water. So that's basically what we're doing here. And you guys have seen me color like this a million times. So... there's nothing new about this, my crafty monsters. It's Jesse just coloring with his water markers. And so if you guys don't have this little stamp set, I'm sure that you guys can find any other little cutesy little stamp that you guys have in your crafting, in your craft rooms, in your crafting rooms, in your craft rooms. Apparently he don't know how to speak today either. So you just have to look and see what you have in your stash, because, I mean, just use what you got, guys. That's what I always say. Use what you got. And so if you don't have these little bad boys, then you could definitely use something else. But if for whatever reason you do pick up this little stamp set, I can assure you guys that you guys are going to be completely in love with this stamp set. Now, this stamp set is not only for Valentine's. This stamp set just happens to have a cute little couple, but it's not a Valentine's stamp. It's just a regular stamp. Just like the card, it was a couple cards before this one, the little monster one that I dedicated to you guys, that also was not a Valentine's stamp. It just so happens I purchased it and I turned them into a little Valentine card. But, so we're done coloring and we're going to just go ahead and get our coordinating dies from this little set because it comes with the dies as well. And we're going to go ahead and cut out these little images out of this mixed media paper. And then we're going to have these little bad boys ready for when we go ahead and start to put this little bad boy together. And so now that you have your Sizzix machine out here, it is probably best to go ahead and just die cut all of the things that you need to die cut. And so we're going to go ahead and get some green paper, and we're going to go ahead and cut out some heels out of this with our Lawn Fawn stitch heel die. Now this plaid pink paper, we're going to use that for the clouds, and the green paper, we're going to use it for the hills. So we're going to go ahead and cut out a few hills because I'm going to want to do like a layered hills. And this is the way I do it, guys. I mean, you guys, you're probably looking at me like, what the heck is he doing? Just trust me. Trust me. It's going to come out super cute. Super cute. So go ahead and just cut out your little hills. Or if you're not going to cut out little hills, you could do like little grass area, or I mean there's so many things that you guys could use. You could even put like a little, oh my god, how cute would a little wooden wagon look with them sitting on the little wagon looking over the sky? That would be cute too. So now just get your little cloud dies and just cut out some clouds. Excuse me, guys. Cut out some clouds out of these little cute plaid paper. I don't know, there's just something about plaid paper clouds, like the little plaid clouds, that I love so much. I mean, I don't know, I just think it's a lot of fun to put a little plaid or even polka dot clouds. I think are super, super cute. So now that we cut out the little clouds, we're going to go ahead and use the coordinating frame dies and cut out some pink frames. Now, these just go over those clouds we just cut out just to give them a little extra something. It's just to highlight the little shape of the cloud as well. And then it also gives you an excuse to use a different color, like a darker pink or a lighter pink or whatever it is that you're using to coordinate with your little clouds. But I think these Lawn Fawn clouds and Lawn Fawn cloud frames are so adorable. So now that we have most of all of our stuff cut out from our Sizzix, we no longer need that. So now we're going to figure out how we're going to do this little heel, because we will be needing to cut down some paper. And so I'm just measuring it the way I'm measuring it because I don't want it to be too perfect. I mean, they are heels, so no heels are really perfectly, shaped. So all I'm doing is just lining them up the way I want them to. And then I'm cutting them down, but I'm keeping that one with the card that I cut it with, just so that it'll match up once I try to glue these little bad boys together. Now, I know that you're looking at them and you're probably like, how are, they're blending in, but we're going to go ahead and hit them with some distress inks to darken those little bad boys up. And so that's what we're going to do here. We are just going to use some green distress ink, and we're going to go ahead and hit the edges with that just so that it gives it sort of a dimension, and then it also will allow you to see the actual layers of the hills, so it's just not all one same color and it just all blends in. So like I said, just keep those hills together with the card mat that you cut it with, just so that it lines up perfectly. Now before we put these little bad boys down completely, the last little layer of the hills, we're going to go ahead and stamp that first with the little sentiment. But for this part, you can go ahead and start putting these little bad boys together. We're just going to do like a little cloud, like a little sky background. So we're going to use our little rubber mat that you've seen me use before, and then we're going to use some blue distress ink. And I'm not really going to get too crazy on this. I'm just going to add on color. That's all I'm going to do. Is I'm adding little color darks and highs and, highs and lows on these colors just to make it look like if it was, little clouds. The clouds are going to go in front of this, so the sky is really not going to be the main focal point. It's going to be those little puppies sitting on the actual hill. So once you got these little bad boys done, you can go ahead and start gluing the first mat down to your card base. And then we can go ahead and start gluing that sky onto there. And once you get these little guys glued together, I mean, this comes together really, really quick, guys. Super quick. I'm not going to use any dimensions on this. Um, we're going to use it on the little puppies, but not on anything else. I want everything else to be flat on here. And see how those little frames just frame that little cloud? I don't know, I just think it gives it a little extra something. And so we're going to go ahead and pick up those little pink clouds, and we're going to go ahead and put those down onto our card mat. Aren't these cute? Now, I've had these for a while. They're a few years old already. I don't know if Fawn still has them, but it does not hurt to look. I will look for the link, and I'll go ahead and put it in the description area if I do find the link for this little bad boy. And so, see how easy this is coming together, guys? I mean, this is a pretty easy card. I mean, it's just really cutting out those little things out of the die and your little main character, and it just comes together really cute. I thought I would make a cutesy card before I ended this whole Valentine series. I didn't do a lot of cutesy cards this year. This year I kind of focused on the more classier, kind of like simple, but you know, simple but nice. And so these are the foam squares that we're going to go ahead and use for these little guys, because this is the only thing that we're going to prop up like in a 3D-ish kind of thing, you know? And so that's why we're using the foam squares for this. And like I said, so I was trying to make like a cutesy card. I didn't want to do too much of a serious card for this little guy. So now we'll just bring out our Stamp Perfect, and we're going to go ahead and stamp our little sentiment in the front of this little heel, because this is going to be the main part in the front. And once we get this little guy done, we're going to go ahead and glue him onto the front, and your card is completely done. This little sentiment says, "Somebody loves you," because I think this is a perfect little love card for your significant otro, or or your boo-boo, or all your boo-boos. You know, girl, you know, boys, it's the routine. Make it for whoever you want to make it for. So go ahead and glue the little bad boy to the front. And voila, that is basically the card we just made. How cute is this? I mean, you do need some little hearts here and there, because, you know, they are in love, because it's love. And so that's how easy and cute this little card is. I really, really loved how this turns out. I hope you guys try it.
That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys. How cute was that? So these were super, super easy. I hope that inspired you guys to make a beautiful little love card for that special someone in your life. And if you do, don't forget to share it with us on our Facebook so that we can see your fabulous creations. And also, that is it for now, my little crafty monsters. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, as well as that notification, so you guys don't be walking around not knowing what to do, boo-boos, because you do know what to do. You need to be watching the videos. Matthias, welcome aboard, Matthias. Thank you for coming after the show's all done. But anyways, so like I said, don't forget to like and share. Sharing is caring. So tell that friend about these fabulous tutorials. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Goodbye.